Welcome back to another episode of the Crown and College Podcast presented to you by the CSPN. I am one half of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka Confucius, aka Issa Durag, um aka Y'all Wildin', aka Don't Be Weird on Al Green's internet. And as usual, I am joined by my friend and co-host.
Aquarius Waxon Jackson Flaxon, Florida State.
Okay.
University.
All right. That's new, but okay, I'll allow it. Okay. And as always, we are a CSPN production. You can go to our website, cspn.us. That is our network hub. You can check all of our episodes from this show. You go to that podcast tab and click Crown and Collars to listen to all of our episodes thus far and all the other wonderful shows on the network. And if you enjoy all of our content, we pretty much have something for all of you, something for all of your needs, whether that's politics, sports, comedy, liquor, nerd shit, whatever you want, we got to hit the CSPN. And if you fuck with us, you can help us out tremendously by going to that Keep Our Podcast Free tab on the right side of the website page and shout with all of our many sponsors that our boss man and CEO Classic has gotten for us, and it's no extra cost to you. And all it does is give Classic a portion of the brick to keep the lights on and pay for bandwidth and all that good CEO shit that he does behind the scenes. So you won't have to pay to listen to me sound like some chicken broth. And with that, as I do every episode, I get the church announcements out the way. And with that, unless my co-host says any church announcements, we can go ahead and get this thing started.
Let's get this thing started.
All right. So we got a lot of shit to talk about. So in Shawty Hoops news, the NBA All-Star teams have been selected. They did it differently this year. It ain't no East, ain't no West. The two
ain't no television broadcast. Also, I'm pissed about that.
Well, I'm gonna get to that. How they did it this year, if you don't know, that the two players that received the highest amount of fan votes became the two captains, and it's basically like playing pickup ball. Two people picking from a bunch of niggas, and LeBron and Steph had the most votes. That was a no-brainer. I'm like, who the fuck else was gonna get it other than LeBron and Steph? They are the two most popular and either loved or hated players in the game right now. So like, who the fuck else is gonna get it? And so we got Team Bron, we got Team Steph, and they did not televise it, which I thought was a big mistake on their part. That would have been a whole hell of a lot of damn fun. But what the fuck ever. And so Bron and Steph chose they niggas. So on LeBron's team, on Team Bron, we got Boogie.
No, we don't. Boogie is injured. He tore his Achilles or some shit.
Well,
so Boogie's out of that, and they're gonna pick a replacement. But anyway, he got picked. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Well, if a nigga is injured, update me and let me know because basketball is also too dead to me until the playoffs, so I don't be knowing about this shit. So Boogie got drafted, but he hurt, so he gonna be replaced. Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Flat Earth Irving, which I thought was interesting, but hey, we'll get in that in a minute. And that's the starting lineup, and the reserves are LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal.
Why are we still doing that?
Bradley Beal, Kevin Love, Victor Oladipo, Porzingis, John Wall, who I know John Wall hurt. That I do know. And my fave, the king of under titty, Russell the Goat Brook. Russell Westbrook's favorite saying is "a hoe never gets cold." That nigga had the titties out, and you know what? Your fave could never. Okay.
You are right because I don't think Anthony Davis about that action, boss.
I know. That would just look weird.
I mean,
like when Russ do it, I mean, it's still weird, but Russ, some kind of way Russ can pull it off, but not pull it off, if that makes sense. Anthony couldn't pull it. Anthony could do that. It would just be awkward. It would just be awkward. But okay, so that's
Team Steph.
Yes, Team Steph is
Giannis.
Giannis. Yes, I gotta pull it up here. Yeah, it's Giannis.
DeMar DeRozan. Why? Why are we doing that?
Joel Embiid, James Harden. That's the starting lineup. And the reserves and the bench is Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Al Horford, Dame Diddy Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Clay, and Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, so starting with Team Bron, I have questions. LaMarcus Aldridge, why? Why? I mean,
like why are we still doing that in 2018?
I mean, I like LaMarcus, but why? Kevin Love, why? Why? Porzingis, okay.
So you know, LeBron technically didn't pick Kevin Love, right? Yeah. Yeah. He was player 24 out of these 24 guys.
Oladipo has had a good season, so I can't be mad at that.
I fucks with Oladipo though. Like
and obviously I thought him picking Kyrie was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Thought it was kind of interesting. I thought Steph might pick Kyrie just to be petty. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised Bron picked Kyrie, but you know, hey,
I'm surprised Bron picked Durant.
I do. Well, you know what? You know, I'm not because yeah, KD, like that. To me, in my opinion, and obviously I can be wrong because I don't know shit about shit, but in my opinion, KD and Bron have always had this kind of like little brother, big brother, like sibling, like love/rivalry going on, in my opinion. So I didn't think that was in my opinion, Bron and KD have kind of had the relationship that Bron and Dwayne Wade have to a degree, in my opinion. So
but still, Kevin Durant be acting like a bitch though. So
God damn it. Y'all never gonna let that man cook. Y'all never gonna let that man live.
Hey man, look, I used to be a big fan of Kevin Durant. Yeah,
we know.
Just he be on some other shit sometimes. I'm like, damn, dude, like, you okay?
Right. For those of you who don't know, go back and listen to some archive episodes, and Dan has explained why they do not enjoy Kevin Durant at this juncture in time. So I guess okay, let's just go to Step team. Okay, DeMar DeRozan. Why? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, no shade.
Okay, so wait. Okay, I just thought about it. Never mind. My bad. Not to cut you off. But I just thought about this, and I'm spitballing here. I might be wrong about it, but I know LeBron had the first pick in his draft, like for the starters. So Steph went second. So it was 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And I got a feeling, just a feeling, that DeMar DeRozan wasn't so much picked as he was assigned. Just like Kevin Love was like assigned to the team.
Interesting. I see.
So why DeMar DeRozan is able to be a starter in the first place? Well, Toronto. That's why.
Yeah.
You play in the only team in the country, and you do good. You get votes. Like that year, Vince Carter got all the votes, and he missed the first half of the season. Remember that? That was like the 03 All-Star game, I think. Vince Carter had missed like hella games to start.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, they voted me to be a starter, so I guess I'm going to start. Duh. And then he realized, that's Michael Jordan on the bench. We play the same position.
Right.
Maybe I should let Jordan start.
Yeah, right, maybe.
Good idea, Vince Carter. Only good idea you ever had in your career.
Wow. Wow.
I said it.
Shady
Come at me incorrect. Oh, wait. That's right. I'm not on Twitter no more. So you can't come at me incorrect my mentions.
I was about to say, you're not even on Twitter no damn more.
There will be no embarrassment in front of your friends and your family. But come at me on this show on the Crown of College account, and I'll get on the Crown of College account and get at you if you come at me incorrect. So fight me.
But anyway, this might be rude, but I don't feel anybody on the Raptors should be an all-star because they're the Raptors. I mean, I know that's rude, but I mean, hey, I am on Twitter.
I mean, you're not wrong, and I mean, we know that playoff Kyle Lowry is a thing, and we know DeMar DeRozan can't shoot, but they are winning more games than they're losing. I gotta say the nice thing about them, but I mean, let's be honest here. I would rather see Ben Simmons and Carmelo hang out in them spots.
Same. Also too as well. I mean, he not really having a great season, but nigga, just off name alone, I would rather Paul George.
Paul George, I was gonna say, yeah, like even Paul George,
even anybody from the damn Raptors. I mean, hey, I'm sorry, but listen. Nobody on the Raptors should be an all-star. Just like I don't give it, and this is gonna be self-shade, but just like I don't give a damn if they're having a great season. Nobody on the Hawks should be an all-star because they're the Hawks. So like
I thought Kemba had a case.
A case, you know, maybe not a sure slam case, but a case. I thought
Kemba's just entertaining, man. That's you know, I don't watch the All-Star game to watch Gilbert Arenas back his ass up the court and set up an offense. I watched the All-Star game for wheeling and dealing. You know, motherfuckers who went on to pull a trigger from 33 feet, which Gilbert was kind of willing to do that, but he just didn't do it in the All-Star games.
That's true. Like, speaking of, he turned out to be such a damn head ass. But in hindsight, we kind of should have seen it coming, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. But hopefully this make it more interesting. Because it's basically like you playing on the court and you playing pickup and the niggas choosing teams and shit. Like maybe it'll be more entertaining. Maybe we'll have a flair and flash and a bit of competitiveness and still keeping the entertainment value. Maybe. I don't know. Who team you going for though?
Neither one. I just want to see, like, honestly,
if you had to pick for the sake of picking.
Neither one. Fight me.
So damn. See.
Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem. Steph Curry's team has 2 Raptors on it. And James Harden.
Fuck James Harden, by the way.
See? And then LeBron's team has LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant on it. And I mean, my God.
So we have two what the fucks apiece and then a possible.
Basically. And so, like I said, I just want to see a good game. I want to see Anthony Davis score like 75 points, all of them on Karl Anthony Towns. And I want him to score 60 right back on AD. Honestly. Like,
I just want to see Bron and Steph just pass the niggas. Like I want Steph and Bron to be like the Showtime, just orchestrating all type of shit, just having like 30 assists. I don't even want them niggas to score because we know they score. I just want them to set niggas up.
Yeah, be like the 87 All-Star game. Yeah, I'm digging in the time machine on y'all. Y'all forgot I could do that. Anyway, 87 All-Star game. Magic Johnson and Tom Chambers ran pick and rolls late in the game, and the East couldn't fucking stop it. They scored like hella baskets in a row and won the game back when the All-Star game was something that they cared about like competitively. Versus now, where it's like they dapping each other up at half court, they dancing together and shit. Oh. Speaking of dancing. I know he's still recovering right now. But could you imagine Odell Beckham getting front row tickets to this game?
And
him and Russell Westbrook having the dance off that we fucking deserve.
At the All-Star game.
At the All-Star game. Can you imagine it?
That would
be in LA, and Odell Beckham is in Los Angeles all the
time. I like it. I fucks with the vision. It will be the dance battle that we don't deserve, but that we need.
Bruh.
Someone set this up. I would enjoy this.
Bruh, Pharrell is bringing Nerd back to do the halftime show.
It would, you know what? It would have to be like I want to see them.
You know what? Throw the whole show out. This is what we talking about for the rest of the show. No, I'm kidding.
I want to see them go back and forth like breaking. Like when Turbo Ozone, I forget the nigga they were dancing against. I forget the name, but you know what I'm talking about. I want to see that shit. That's the kind of shit I want to see at the All-Star game. We might not get it, but goddamn it, I want to see it.
That is what I want. So yeah, I want Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns to go at each other, and I want Russell Westbrook and Odell Beckham to have that dance contest in front of us with his cameras.
Yes, and we can record it. Yes, that is what we deserve to see. We need some kind of joy in 40 and 45's America. By the way, that motherfucker is giving the State of the Union address.
Nope. As I mentioned last week, and this far into this year, if you have to hear that man's voice, we're not changing that.
Like I was saying, and pretty much anybody listening to this podcast and that we know is not paying attention to that shit, because as far as I'm concerned, we don't have a president because America is dead.
So, Basically, I'm with you on that. Fair.
But if I am going to pick, I don't hate Steph, but I can't bring myself to root for him. So by default, I'm gonna say Team Brown. Wrong as shit, but in general, I just want to see.
You about to watch LaMarcus Aldridge shoot a bunch of 17-footers and shit. That's what you're gonna be cheering for. You'll be cheering for Bradley Beal. You'll be cheering for Bradley Beal to dribble the ball for 15 seconds.
Well, you know what? Mistakes will be made.
Boogie. So you're probably getting what's his name? Al Horford.
Well, you know, mistakes will be made. It's fine.
Oh no, Al Horford on Team Steph. Never mind. You're probably getting. I forgot all about that. See?
Yeah, they probably
another one who
they're probably gonna put fucking Andre Drummond in for Boogie. All right, so yeah,
folks, that was episode 153 of the Chronic College Podcast, brought to you by the CSPN. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tell a friend about us, and check out our other shows. Peace. Fucking serious?
He was the only person I could think of. Well, okay. Well, anyway, all right. We gotta move on. Andre Drummond. Oh Lord, I crack myself up sometimes. Okay.
I was gonna say they need to put your boy Andre Roberson in, but he hurt too now. Yeah, Andre Roberson, the man who makes you ask the question, what the hell does he work on in the offseason?
He's not a goddamn thing.
No, I ain't never seen nobody
That boy, look, y'all, please forgive me for this joke, but goddamn it, I gotta say it. That boy play offense like a special needs child. I swear to Christ, that boy, he play like that play on offense.
He play offense. He play offense like offense's defense too. Nah, I ain't supposed to score. We ain't supposed to score. We ain't supposed to score.
It's like that nigga play offense with dyslexia. I swear for Christ. Oh my God, I have never seen something in recent memory. I have yet to see someone as offensively inept as Andre Roberson. It's like if you could take Tyrese's tweets and put them into a person playing basketball on offense, it would be Andre Roberson. That nigga, I don't even think he can spell the word offense. I really don't. I legit think like when I legit think when you see when Andre Roberson sees the word offense, he goes into a goddamn conniption and just breaks out in hives and some shit. He is fucking terrible on offense. Jesus, Tyrone, Navadius, Barkevius, Kendu Christ, Lord have mercy. All right. Okay, see, I am taking offense by talking about his non-existent offense. Oh Lord. But anyway, so in other sports news, Jemele Hill will be leaving ESPN soon. I have this article. This is from the New York Post. It says Jemele Hill is leaving SportsCenter of her own accord, but that doesn't mean she isn't being pushed. While both ESPN and the Six co-hosts have been adamant that Hill is exiting the network staple because she wants a change, it may be changes that ESPN has made to the show that prompted her to look elsewhere, or that ESPN kind of threw her under the bus when she called a spade of Orange Mussolini, but that's neither here nor there. Since the worldwide leader announced Friday that this article, Lord Jesus Christ, that the high-profile President blank opponent will host a final sports center on February 2nd. Speculation has been rampant about who's truly pulling the strings. While Hill likely indeed is feeling a strong desire to return to reporting, writing, and commentary, which she will explore on ESPN's The Undefeated, she may also be feeling that the sports center she agreed to host is no longer the same show. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been trying to put the clamps on her voice, and the amount of opinion that she's allowed to express, and all other dumb shit I really don't want to exploit any length right now. But following Jemele's career, including the time I had a block, but whatever. Following Jemele's career, from just kind of being on like the auxiliary sports center show, sports on ESPN shows, to doing his and hers / numbers never lie / his and hers / whatever you want to call it, and then moving up into the Six. I always felt like Jemele liked writing more than she liked being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And I think it, and obviously with the opportunity that they were given, the 6 p.m. Sports Center, that's the most watched one. Like, I think it's impressively courageous that she, has done it for a little while and has decided, look, I mean, yeah, there's 6 of, this whole like y'all suspending me bullshit, but then there's also a half dozen of I really like writing. That's my passion. And for her to go after that, obviously, again, it'll give her the chance to do something she likes doing. And when it comes to cheering for everybody black, you gotta, respect that decision in that way. Because again, she's moving back to something she wants to do and will be better at, for her. And I ain't mad at her.
Same. I definitely feel like ESPN being
basically
it's fine. I definitely feel like ESPN basically being, excuse me, Orange Mussolini influenced was definitely a part of this. I feel like joining a platform like the undefeated, and like I said, going back to writing will give her more freedom. Will give her um more opportunity. And like I said, getting back to something that she loves. Um, because even you can tell, like, and honestly, like Jamel and Mike were good on the six, but you could tell like things changed once they got to like it wasn't. I don't want to say they weren't Jamel and Mike, but you could tell it was a culture shift. You could tell like they was like they had to play by a different set of rules, even though they didn't want to. Like they tried to retain their roots, but like even still, like the bag is the bag, and they had to conform some things to kind of secure the bag. And I feel like they, and especially with Jamil, them targeting Jamil, I think, whether you want to say that she shot on, whether you want to say it's her doing or whatever, like I feel like a lot of us armchair quarterback people in that situation because a lot of us are like, don't say nothing, secure the bag until like we are in that situation. And some of us do just shut up and secure the bag, but you may not always feel that way. Like when it's your feet meeting the fire, you want to speak up on something and you feel strongly about. Some of us will just shut up and secure the bag. Some of us will stand on our principles and stuff while also securing the bag. Because I mean, Jamel said what she said and still got a two-week paid vacation. So like I mean, who's really at fault? I mean, honestly, So, but yeah, like I wish her the best. I feel like the undefeated would definitely be a better platform. I think Mike is still gonna host the six, and God bless him. And I knowing that the relationship that him and Jamil have, like I know that's gonna be difficult in a transition, but like if you've ever like listened to their podcast for the six or his and hers, like like the bond that those two have is pretty damn tight. So I think both of them will be all right respectively, but not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss Jamel and Mike on the six because I don't think anybody that they bring in with Mike is gonna be. And they'll probably change the format because I think even in the articles that I read, like the format is like Mike is gonna be more of an interviewer than commentary that him and Jamel do. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting, and obviously, again, like anybody, if they were to bring on somebody for it, like to like partner up with them, like they won't have the same chemistry that Mike and Jamil had because they've perfected that over length of time,
right?
And I think that's the most important thing to not losing this is that like those two had that dynamic that they had for a number of years, and the six was just like it was the culmination of it all, but in the end, Jamel had to do what she had to do for her, and it didn't help that as much that she felt restrained by some of the things that ESPN wanted from her, I guess. So, best of success to J Dot going forward with the writing. I read The Undefeated almost every day on my phone, to some extent. So, be good to see her, name and print once again. So,
right. Well, yeah. Best wishes to Jamel. So, kind of sticking in the realm of sports, but not really in the realm of sports. So, if you didn't know, Larry Nassar, former former U.S. Olympics women's physician, was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison After more than 150 women and girls in court said that he sexually abused them over the course of 2 to 3 decades.
That nigga gonna die in jail.
He gonna die. He gonna die twice. He got enough years to live 2 lifetimes and die in jail. Nigga, 3 whole ass American ass decades of abusing, molesting, and assaulting young girls and women. What the actual fuck? Nigga. What? Like that is incredible, and not in a good way, obviously. But that is incredible to just fathom. 3 whole ass decades, over 150 women that we know of.
Right?
What? What? What the shit? What the actual shit?
Yeah, that is many bridges too far. Like
that is a whole ass connecting bridge of two falls. That is a whole ass Atlantic slave trade of bridges too far. What the actual shit? And I listen. Mm. Like, I don't even want to. Like, the judge made this nigga stand in court and listen to the accounts of each and every woman and young girl that wanted to testify. Made him listen to each and every one of their accounts and them reliving the trauma of what he did to them. And this motherfucker wrote a letter basically saying that he didn't do it, it's the media, and that those girls are lying. Listen, that judge had time and read his ass into motherfucking dust. Like Judge Aquilina, Rosemary, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Aquilina. Like, she said, and I quote, "I just signed your death warrant. I find that you don't get it, that you're a danger, that you remain a danger." Nigga. This nigga pleaded guilty to 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct and admitted to using his trusted medical position to assault and molest girls under the guise of medical treatment for 3 motherfucking decades. What the actual shit? And it's not done.
I mean,
and it's not done. Hold on before you go, not to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done. It's not done because an article that I pulled up right before we actually recorded, combined with the one that I already had, it's expected that 57 more victims are expected to testify to testify on top of the sentencing already given to him. So this motherfucker could be facing even more time.
Yeah. And so, okay, so yes, Nassar is obviously he's the head man on this whole thing, right? But I read a thing yesterday that showed all of the people who, like, I guess you could say, enabled him in some way or another. This means they got like an accusation put like in front of their faces, or they hired him to continue to do this work, or they supported him throughout it, or they made public statements, whatever. And it's a lot of fucking people.
Right. That's what one of the young women said. Like that I heard. I can't remember her name right now. Don't blame it on my head, not my heart. But she said people knew. Like, there's no way in hell that people knew and enabled this man and put these girls in jeopardy, knowing what the fuck he was doing. Like, everybody got to go. I'm sorry. Everybody got. He obviously is the big joker. We are no question about it. We move forward to the people that enabled him. Like nigga, all y'all gotta go. I'm sorry. All y'all, everybody that knew that we can verify, that knew, that enabled this man, that protected this man, that sent these girls to this man, knowing what the fuck he was doing, y'all gotta go.
Yep. So apparently, there's 4 people who still work at Michigan State, who have different positions. No, yeah, they have different positions. Because there was a trainer who's now in charge of women's gymnastics. There's a softball trainer, who now works the volleyball team. A medical manipulation specialist who knew about what he would do, like abuse wise, and deemed it to be medically appropriate, is now the chair of Michigan State's College of Osteopathic Medicine, which is bone medicine. And then another doctor who is a former medical manipulation specialist, did the same thing. Basically, was the undersigner. Basically, the person that just named was like the big signer, and she was like the secondary sign off person, whatever. She got it first, and the other person was the person who rubber stamped it basically. And she's now an assistant professor at Michigan State, so she's not a manipulation specialist. She's just teaching people, no big deal. But shit, USA Gymnastics, woo, they cleaned house.
Everybody got to go.
But no, everybody's gone. They cleaned house. So the CEO retired last March. The chairman, the vice chairman, and the treasurer resigned last week. The Olympic Committee called for the rest of that board to resign, which that board is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That board is 14 people. All 14 of them stepped down. And not only that, but 4 other people who joined after the news broke stepped down too. So they didn't even feel like they could have been the agents for change to steer this thing in the right direction going forward. They got out, I guess, either because they feel like it's just too big a burden to handle, or they just know how deep the shit runs. So one way or the other, they're fucked. The USOC, who again asked the USA Gymnastics people to step down because the OC is the overarching, they oversee everything. They oversee all Olympic shit, and not just the gymnastics team. So they asked the gymnastics people to resign, and yet nobody has resigned as of today, from the United States Olympic Committee. No one from the Olympic Committee came to the sentencing to listen to the impact statements.
I find that to be very telling.
Right. And not only that, but the CEO said in an open letter that they failed their gymnasts. So it's all right, so you're the governing committee for all Olympics teams. The gymnastics team reports, hey, we got the sexual abuse crisis going on in our wake. And USOC says, oh shit, really? Well, it appears that we failed y'all. And let's see, once again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Plus that CEO has not resigned yet. No, the CEO is included in the 16. So, yep, 15 board members and the CEO, nobody's resigned.
Man. But yeah, man, it's rare that that sexual abuse victims, sexual assault victims get any kind of justice, because the system is designed. The system is broken. We have established that it is corrupt. It is not designed. It is not as simple as just go to the police, because oftentimes the people that commit these crimes do go unpunished. But I just hope that those women and those girls find some peace, and some solace in the fact that he will, this nigga, like I said, this nigga can die, be reincarnated, then die again with the amount of years that he has, if not more. Because like I said, because it's gonna be more testimony and testifying, and I think time to what you said, like I think they special prosecutor um has been hired and launching an investigation, like you said, into the board, to the school, like seeing who was complicit in this shit. But this is the type of shit that this like one of if not the most prolific sexual abuser in modern times. Like over 30 years, 175, 150 plus women that we know of. What the fuck? But yeah, he is a monster. In the words of Samuel Jackson on A Time to Kill, yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. So yeah, that's all I got. He is a monster. He is a menace. He is not someone that can be rehabilitated. Fuck him. And yeah, but this is what Hey, listen, man. Look, and we've been kind of, I don't want to say silent on it, but we hadn't really talked about it on this on the podcast in a minute. The Aziz Ansari shit, not saying that they're the same thing. So before people start typing fast, I'm not saying they're the same thing. But just the overall arcing. Listen, men's behavior towards women for centuries, whether that's the little things, the middle things, or the big things, the extreme things like this, men's behavior towards women for centuries has been a problem. And what you're seeing now is women finally having the autonomy and the voice and the little bit of power that they do have in this fucked up system that we have to influence and proc for change. And hopefully it's for the best. And like if we can't change how we socialize men, if we can't change the system, TM, the brand of men and their behavior, I think the least we can do is hold motherfuckers accountable and get them the fuck out the paint. And so that's what's happening. So, hey, if you're a man and you feel like, oh, they coming after everybody, coming after, well, then maybe you one of the niggas they need to come after. That's really the long and short of it. That's all I can really say, because if you're more concerned about the men and men's feelings in this instead of changing men's behavior or holding men accountable, or better yet, the safety of women, then yeah, you one of the niggas that's part of the problem. So that's that on that, unless you have anything to add, Dan.
I mean, I don't really have much to add, but like, people tend to treat this like an all or nothing endeavor, and it's like it's not that at all. I mean, there is certainly a not small range of communication methods by which you can talk to people of the opposite sex in your life without them harassing you. And if you need proof of that, look at how they talk to you, sir. Right. Not everything. In fact, virtually nothing they say is an invitation for any sort of sexual innuendo. So why don't you be more like that and stick to business if it's business? If it's at y'all friendly, focus on being friendly. And my God, even under that umbrella, like there are so many ways to be friendly without being flirty with somebody of the opposite sex.
Correct. So
and if you need clarity on what a situation is, ain't, or might be, use your words, ask questions. Like,
yeah,
and you can ask in ways that say, hey, like things seem pretty forward between us. I'm not sure what it is and what it's not. So let's just go ahead and put that in the air and figure this out together as two adults. But no, you niggas get an inch and you run marathons.
Right. Don't run.
You don't stop. You don't stop at 1 mile. You run the whole fucking marathon. So don't be like that.
Yeah. So speaking of somebody that that may finally be getting something done about them. So there is a campaign and a movement that has been started called Mute R. Kelly, and it appears to be working somewhat. I have two articles about it. This one was on the 26th. This is from Vibe. In an era where sexual assault is being discussed in a way to inspire survivors to come forward rather than invoke shame, a new movement hopes to censor R. Kelly's music from radio and streaming services. Shrouded in sexual abuse scandals throughout his career, the Real Talk singer has been accused of urinating on an underage girl to more recently holding barely legal women captive in his home. Now a campaign calling for his silence seems to be long overdue. Despite the scandals, Kelly has been able to continue a somewhat thriving career, the shade, which Aron, oh my God, I'm gonna fuck her name all up. Please blame it on my head, not my heart. Orokni Deli of Atlanta hopes to change through hashtag Mute R. Kelly. As the managing director of the Creative Current Artists Collaborative, she has been working since July of last year to get his music removed from airways and ATL and has since started a petition. Quote, I've been hearing about R. Kelly's sexual abuse of young black women since I was in my teens. Every few years, more women come out with their stories, she said in an interview with the Gyro. More images and videos surface, more black girls are scarred for life just as they are coming into their womanhood and sexuality. Odele has teamed up with Kenyetta Barnes, a social justice activist and survivor of child pornography. Jesus Christ, peace to her. And since then, the women have made strides as they have contributed to 8 of Kelly's concerts being canceled across the country. God damn it, that's what I'm talking about. God damn it. Go ahead. The women are focusing their efforts on 2 New York City venues where Kelly is scheduled to perform and have recently launched Thumb It Down in an effort to get his music removed from sites such as Pandora and Tidal. You know what? Good. Listen. I don't give a one single terror solid flying fuck how much niggas love bump and grind or step in the name of love or I believe I can fly. What the fuck ever. You just gonna have to find another goddamn artist that can sing like a motherfucker or write song like a motherfucker. If this is successful and if this has even some kind of tenable traction, whether it be big or small, good. I can go perfectly fine in my life without hearing another step in the name of love. Listen, I got most, if not all, of R. Kelly's music from him as a singer artist deleted from everything. And honestly, I'm gonna be 100% completely real. It was even before I knew like the depths of how much of a disgusting human being he is. Sometimes you literally just outgrow people's music, and that was part of the reason. Part of it for me with R. Kelly, it's like I'm like, yeah, I kind of like other stuff more now. I got a wide variety. I don't have to like stick to just one thing and just have to have R. Kelly's music. I got a lot of motherfuckers that I can listen to. Some also problematic, but not as problematic. And some may be problematic behind closed doors, but I don't damn know because they ain't never surfaced to the light like fucking R. Kelly. So I'm not that pressed where it's like, oh my God, y'all just gonna get rid of R. Kelly because yeah, nigga. Yes.
Right?
Yes, actually. I can listen to something else.
That is what we are doing. We are telling R. Kelly to kick rocks barefoot.
Yes, nigga. Actually, so I got one more article to read time to this before we kind of give more commentary because it literally is a direct continuation of the last sentence that I read. This is another one. This is from Blavity.
Blavity Blacks.
Blavity Blacks. I'm gonna talk about after I get through with this, I'm gonna talk about some of these Blavity Blacks in a minute. But okay, but Black Women's Blueprint organized a march for Black women on Saturday against singer. Hold on, where's the day? Oh, this is a day ago. So oh shit. we definitely got to read this because this is our girl Tanja from on the Cinema Bun podcast. She wrote this.
Let's go. Get on with it.
Go ahead, Tanja. Go ahead. That's our friend. That's our boo out here doing great things. Saw her at the Grammys, the Oscars, or out here hugging Oprah. Go ahead, Tanja. Go ahead. Oh, we definitely got to read this shit. As I get proper. Black Women's Group Blueprint organized a march for Black women on Saturday against singer R. Kelly outside of his concert held at FREQ and Highlight Theaters in New York City. So yeah, it is a continuation. See, Tanja be knowing. She just be knowing. The protest was brought together dozens of women targeted sexual abusers. Quote, this is not new. While R. Kelly's concert is this weekend, it's not just R. Kelly. Over the past 20 years, it has been Mike Tyson, Clarence Thomas, CeeLo Green, Nate Parker, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons, all stand accused by Black women and girls now piecing their lives back together after rape, sexual harassment, and abuse. Unknown numbers of Black men within our communities, celebrity and non-celebrity, have been reported by their victims. The group said in a statement to Blavity. The Me Too movement has provoked a conversation on the Black community's complicity in sexual assault, abuse, and violence. In August, an investigation of R. Kelly's alleged sex cult leaked and created waves across multiple news platforms. The expose reincarnated a long reported stories of his alleged sexual misconduct with teenage girls. Various sexual advocates have incorporated the Mute R. Kelly movement, claiming that his continued support has gone far enough. I agree. Quote, for hundreds of years, Black women from the antebellum South to today's justice movements have deployed our voices as weapons in the struggles against white supremacy and misogyny. Modern-day Black feminists in this country have organized for decades, denouncing sexual abuse through literature, protests, initiating legal cases against sexual violence that occur in private homes and public places. The Black Women's Blueprint wants to put an end to further support of sexual abusers, whether that means their music, films, or celebrations that honors them. The organization's primary mission is to protect Black girls who are often left behind in these kinds of conversations. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, I'm with that. Like, let's go. Like, get these niggas the fuck up out of here. Like, if that means you can't listen to fucking Sex Weed again, then by all means, fuck it. Like, let's go. Get these niggas the fuck out of here. Because we do that. You know what I mean? Like, because people talk a good game, but they don't. People's morality. Shout out to Rod from Black Guy Who Tips, friend of the show, friend of the network. He has said this, and Lord knows I have, with shit going on in my personal life, this is true as fuck. But people are only as loyal to their morals as if they like a person or not. Like, that's the extent of their morality, if they like this person or not. Because we are all on listen to Black women and uplift Black women and support Black women. But when it comes to, well, okay, then we need to stop supporting and cancel, quote unquote, this Black man or whoever that is abusing little Black girls and stuff. It's like, well, whoa there. Now you're being too divisive. You know, can't people grow? You know, we make a mistake. Like, what can I do? I mean, there's a boycott gonna do anything, and it's like, oh, okay. Okay. So I support Black women until it's time to put my feet to the fire. And for the record, in all fairness, especially over the past few years, we have seen a lot of people grandstand and be exploitive and be fake in their advocacy and their support and blustering of Black women. So that's definitely a thing. So I get it, but it's shit like this that can be tenable. You know what I mean? Like getting any way that you can harm people like R. Kelly, because unfortunately he probably never will completely go away. But if you can limit his power in some kind of meaningful, tenable fashion, you goddamn right him for it. You know, like I don't give a damn if that's like the nigga song will still play on the radio, but it will be like you will hear one R. Kelly song like once every like 8 months or some shit. Okay. Okay. The less he gets radio time, the less coins he can get. And the less coins he can get, the less he can do harm, the less opportunity and access he has to do harm to black women and black girls. So yeah, I fucks with it. I'm here for it. Like if you can't kill the nigga and you can't completely cancel him, hit you something tenable and tangible can be done. And I like this. So mute R. Kelly. Hashtag mute R. Kelly.
Yep. No. So glad to get him out of here. Like again, this music's been out of my musical catalog for I couldn't tell you how long now.
That one song that you thought was good.
The one song that I thought that could be like salvaged out of this whole thing, because I went and pulled that out of like the music subscription service I use, and then yeah, he had the fucking Goldilocks and the Three Little Bears nursery rhyme, fucking trying to appeal it. Anyway, no, and it's funny. There was another situation where there was another chance I had to sing the end of "I Wish," which is when he was sitting there and he was getting his hair braided and he was singing "Come on and braid my hair." It was like I can't even do that no more because no, R. Kelly sang that. No,
like that's one of the one songs where the motherfucker wasn't being creepy, and I love that song to death. But it was like it's R. Kelly. I just can't no more. Right, and that one hurt because I love that song. But god damn it! Oh, you disgusting ass nigga. But yeah, fuck R. Kelly. But yeah, shout out to those women and like shout out to our friend, our friend of the show, Tanja. Like out here just doing amazing things. I know her and Baruch are still on hiatus from Son of a Bun, but check out Son of a Bun podcast. Like they are dope. But yeah, like I listen. Instead of from what I do, instead of shitting on people, even if I disagree with like their method of protest or fighting back or trying to hold people accountable and stuff, like even if I disagree with the method, I'm not gonna shit on it. I more or less just shut the fuck up. And I mean that's just a general rule because I completely support this 100%. Right. But just
no divide, no left, and no head assery allowed. That's my two rules going forward.
Right. So I did say we're gonna talk about these blappity blacks. So Black Panther, we are we are a few weeks away from Black Panther, and I gotta tell you, and as we always say, if it don't apply, let it fly, and hashtag y'all. But y'all been getting on my motherfucking nerves about this shit. Listen, I am hyped for Black Panther, but some of this shit, folks been taking it too goddamn far. Like it is, y'all. You don't have to be extra on both sides. Like you don't have to be extra in. It's the blackest movie ever, and white people, y'all can't come, and I'm gonna be swag surfing in the aisles, and like I get it. Some of that shit is jokes, I get it, but at the same time, it's like y'all, really, like we don't have to do this. Like it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun, but in trying to have too much fun, you can end up sucking the fun out of something. You know, have some moderation, y'all. Like that, I don't think a little moderation is a bad thing. I really don't, and I'm not trying to say that to be a part of people. I just
these melanated brunch hands is gonna
right. Like y'all, I mean, come on, like
if you don't shut the fuck up, man.
Like we, Like we don't have to have these hand shirts for Black Panther. Like we don't listen. I swear to God, if I see one of you motherfuckers have a these claws shirt because of Black Panther, because of the character's claws in his suit, I swear for God, I'm gonna fight one of y'all. Like Jesus Christ, y'all. Like, like, listen. I get it. We all going to Wakanda, but can we just scale it back a little bit, just a tad, just a tad. Don't burn all your energy out before the damn movie come out. Can we just scale it back just a little bit, okay? Now, on the other hand, the Ankians will get on my motherfucking nerves too. Because the Ankalites,
the Photeps,
the Ankrite, the Anktalians, these motherfuckers. Listen, Wakanda is a goddamn fictional place and a fictional ass character in a fictional ass movie. It is not a goddamn real place. If I see one more motherfucking hotel phrase or meme talking about if you niggas saved all your money that you spend on Black Panther in a black bank, we could already build Wakanda. If you don't take your Anubis head wearing ass the fuck on somewhere, I'm so goddamn tired of you niggas. Listen to me. I am so goddamn tired of you Sphinx head wearing motherfuckers. Always talking about some damn black community with your fake deep hotep asses. I'm so sick of the Ankrite, nigga. I was so goddamn tired. Like, nigga, it was a nigga on Twitter today saying some shit like it was some shit like we could have been built Wakanda by now, and that's why us blacks will never get free. I'm like, if you don't, first of all, the nigga had on a suit that looked like it was too small. So first of all, number one, I ain't about to listen to no nigga that look like he got a medium suit on. That's just not what the fuck I'm gonna do in my ministry in 2018. Second of all, nigga, it's a fucking movie. It is a fucking superhero movie. Like, what are you doing? Like, it is not that deep. It's not that deep. Wakanda ain't real. It's not. We're going to a fictional place for a fictional movie that we're excited about. Yes. It ain't no goddamn empire. We can't build Wakanda. We can't bank black and build Wakanda. It's not going to happen. Leave us alone, hotels, please. Let us enjoy this. What are you doing?
At brunch and not the library, obviously, because niggas don't read. Yeah, man. I just it's hella annoying because it's like, you know, people talking about, oh yeah, we gonna be in the theater and we gonna have running commentary on my whole. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you are going to an event where the theater hall has been rented out, yes, they may be a little more permissive with the standard rules of going to a movie. But my nigga, you still going to a movie theater. You know,
still going to a movie theater.
You're not pulling a 8-piece family dinner box out of Popeyes out of your purse unless that's what you normally do. If that's your normal steez, I'm not saying don't. In fact, I might tell you go ahead, make it a 12 because you might want to share. But if that ain't your normal steez, don't be out here talking about all the shit you gonna try to do and all the shit you gonna actually do, and you just talking about it. And again, this isn't me trying to be like, hey, you ain't coming to fun police, because that's what you niggas always say. It's not about being a fun police. It's about the fact that you niggas is polluting the fucking conversation and being annoying.
Right. Like, it just don't need to be that. Like I said, on both sides. Like, don't spoil people's fun, but don't also be extra in having fun. Like, there's a balance, my nigga. Like, I just
And then there was the one dude. Did you see the one dude who was like, They didn't film none of the movie in the African continent. And it's like, do you know how expensive it is to
Yes,
film a
nigga.
movie?
Listen.
Internet nigga? Like
Listen.
take a long look at yourself, fam. You are not being smart right now. You are being unsmart. And we don't like people who are unsmart. So get off this shit.
One of the Uncle chords I saw today was African Americans hate Africans but love Wakanda. Go figure. Boy, boy,
Hey,
boy. What the fuck? What?
hey, you know what though? They right. I sure do love me some Wakanda that what? No. Man, shut up.
Like
Fucking
what is
idiots.
like I just what is like I just want I just want the Ankh Tribe Quest to just leave us alone. Just leave us move the hell alone. Let us enjoy this goddamn movie. And also don't be a head ass and trying to have fun with the movie. Like everybody just stop. Just please. And I promise I'm not trying to be the fun police. I'm not trying to spoil anybody's fun. I'm not trying to be mean. Just relax. Can we all just breathe? Just breathe. That's all. Just all. That's all I'm asking. Okay? Okay. All right. But nigga, I sort of got like the hotel head assery that I've seen over this damn movie. Like, I'm surprised we ain't seen somebody try to tie the gay agenda into this shit. It's probably gonna happen, but I'm surprised
It's
we.
it's coming, don't you worry.
I just, all right. Another thing that's been getting on my damn nerves. Um, so the Grammys was the other day, the other night, Sunday, whatever. And in the words of Issa Rae, I'm rooting for everybody black. With terms and conditions may apply. So I don't watch these award shows. The only one I really watch is BET. Um, and I just catch the other shit like when I can. Not also great like award shows in general ain't just really my jam. And like I said, only one I probably do watch, like if I just feel like watching it, would be like the BET Awards or some shit.
Mhm.
Uh, but
By the way, smart.
right, but I be rooting for everybody black again with terms and conditions. So I just be like, hey, when these awards come on, I tweet the same thing every time. Y'all at me when we have a black that wins. So, um, but who did win and clean house at the damn Grammys was or was it the Oscars? I think it was the
No,
Oscars.
are you talking about Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
That was the Grammys. Yeah.
Okay, it was the Grammys. Who did clean house was motherfucking Bruno Mars. Now, Bruno Mars has been the debate, the talking point of debate on social media, particularly Twitter, particularly Black Twitter, for many a moon now. And I saw his acceptance speech, and I'm glad that he did what he always has done, and is acknowledge the roots of his music and pay homage to basically pay homage to black people, more or less, and be like, yeah, black folks invented this shit, and this is where I get my inspiration from. And I always thank them because without them, there would be no me. And I hope, but I know it won't happen because niggas. I hope that this ends the. Listen, there are many people, many artists that culturally appropriate.
Let me cut you off right now and say no. This is not the time that they're gonna show any appreciation for Bruno Mars. Because here's what they're gonna do: they're gonna wrap it in this shroud of anti-blackness, even though like Bruno Mars is like half a degree separated from blackness, but whatever. Um, they're going to talk about colorism and privilege, and they're going to talk about all these things. And what they're never going to talk about is the musicianship. And when you're discussing music, and I didn't mean to like wholesale cut you off here, but this is a rant that's been on my heart for a little minute. I'm trying to get this off real fast. And I'm going to be brief. But when you talk about music and you talk about artistry and you talk about the musicianship, Bruno Mars and his team, like let's not make it like it's all him and his team have a tremendous, unconscionable grasp on one, what it takes to make a good radio friendly, pop unit shifting song, but also what it takes to make a good cohesive album. And in today's music industry where nobody's making money on album sales anymore, like talking about it, where we have more music than ever at our fingertips, we can bury our heads and listen to shit from the glory years, whatever we may define them as, and subject ourselves to that and only that. Or we may go the other direction and be on an endless quest to find the next new thing, the next hot shit, the things I love the most, whatever it might be, whatever's like what I love the most. Bruno Mars and his team have figured it out. And they figured out a way to be relevant, like significantly so in this day and age. And it's not, to boil out the bullshit and you just making black music. It's not that. What it is Bruno Mars has figured out how to make songs that people will enjoy. It's not cookie cutter bullshit that is like out of a mold, out of a template or what have you. Although, yeah, there's some history with the kind of music he's making, having success in the past. But the way Bruno Mars is making it in 2017 is lasting with people. It is sticking. It has staying power. It has repeat value. And no, niggas, 444 did not under any circumstances deserve that, or it didn't even deserve to be second best if it was second best. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, well, you had that run on your heart, and hey, all right. But yeah, listen. There are many people and many artists that culturally appropriate. Bruno Mars is not one of them. And look, you don't have to like him. If you just can't rock with the man's music, that's fine. I don't think you should be shamed into liking him. I don't think you should be tarred and feathered because you don't like his music or whatever. Because if the shit don't jam with you, it just don't jam with you, and that's fine. But once you get into like shitting on other people for enjoying his shit, when you get into calling him a cultural appropriator, even though he's not, like I said, like there are many people and artists that do. Justin Timberlake, that do. He's not one of them. And like it's not, and like again, he pay every criticism that people have of him for being a cultural appropriator. He literally talks about and addresses, like he pays homage. He does talk about the music industry and appropriation. He does talk about colorism within the music industry. So like all of the things that people accuse him of doing and being of a cultural appropriator, he literally be doing the opposite. So like, just say you don't like the man's music, which is fine. You don't have to. I mean, shit, personally, Unorthodox Jukebox is still my favorite album from him, but the man won what he deserved. And that's just it. Like, I'm not one of the people to say that it's not that deep, because I feel like with most things you can have an intelligent, nuanced conversation. But the shit that I saw from people, like, I never want to be so bliggity black, pro-black that I end up being anti-black or I end up being anti everything else. Like, that shit just seems so exhausting and performative, because if we gonna keep it a motherfucking buck, because I saw some people saying that we niggas is Uncle Tom's down on this hill for Bruno Mars and he ain't black and all this shit. And if we keeping it 100 the fuck buck 100, niggas do not want to talk about that solidarity shit and bliggity black shit, because you niggas, and again, hashtag you in it, and again, if it don't apply, let it fly. You niggas are the last motherfuckers to talk about solidarity, because it's all black power and all this shit. But when it comes to black women's issues, when it comes to black gay men and women's issues, when it comes to black non-binary people, when it comes to black trans issues, like, that solidarity and all that bliggity black shit go out the motherfucking window. So We don't want to play this I'm more down and in solidarity with blackness than thou ass argument over people rocking with some damn Bruno Mars, because that's definitely not the card that niggas want to play, because them receipts gonna pull up real the fuck quick. So I say all that to say stop being head ass. Like people should not be mean to you because you don't like Bruno. That is one, I agree with that. But in turn, you also should not be mean to people for rocking with Bruno and hiding your mean spiritedness and just nastiness behind critique and behind, oh well, um cultural appropriation and all this shit, or 444 should have won. Like that shit was so transparent what I saw people doing, and even people that I love, even people that I respect. I was like, you really just being a dickhead right now. It ain't even got shit. It really ain't got shit to do with Bruno Mars. If we being 100, you just want to be a dickhead. And like, even people I respect, I was disappointed. I had to call shit like I saw it. Like, even if I love and respect you, some of you motherfuckers just being dickheads right now. It ain't got shit to do with being pro-black, or it ain't got shit to do with Bruno Mars. It ain't got shit to do with cultural appropriation. It ain't got shit to do with whether you thought Jay-Z should have won or not. Y'all just being dickheads. Stop it. Just stop it. The time that you spend being a dickhead, the 140 characters you spend being a dickhead, you could be enjoying something that you like. So
Blackity blacks, blackity blacks, blackity blacks, blackity blacks, blackity blacks, blackity blacks.
The blackity black. What the hell is wrong with you?
Whoever the first person was to like coin that term, man.
Right.
I fucks with it.
So
anyway, fuck that shit. What's next?
I think that's it. That's all I had. I think we do the mixing issues next week.
Yeah, we could bring those back next week. That's cool with me.
Yeah. Not that I didn't have them, but I was like, yeah, we running on time. But then I told you I gotta get ready. I got an interview in the morning, so I think that's a good enough show. I think we did pretty damn good.
Hey, I agree.
So yeah, so that has been Crown of College episode 154. I forgot to change the number in the runner. That's why Dan said 153 earlier. But yeah, so we're back next week. Share the show, like the show, leave a review, comment on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, however you listen to your podcast, SoundCloud. I go back there sometimes and check the comments on the episodes and stuff. So yeah, fuck with your
Fuck with the kid.
Fuck with the kid. Rest in peace, the kid.
Still, man, as annoying as that nigga was, R.I.P.
Right, I know, right? Just R.I.P. The kid gone and Bill Cosby still alive. Life just ain't fair.
Right.
But yeah,
niggas be playing us, man.
I know, right? It be your own deities. But yeah, so I think that's it. That you got anything to add before we
go? No, I think that's a perfect wrap up to the show. Rest in peace to the kid. Fuck with the Crown and Collards, and yeah, keep living your best life. I'm taking the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and this should be a close one. That's all I got.
That's all I got. And if the Eagles win, we gonna have our girl Tia on here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Eagles win, we just gonna let Tia talk. We just gonna let her talk shit.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So and then by the time the Super Bowl be over, by the time the next time we record, it'll be all bring it back, and then we'll have Miss nigga. See, the Eagles gotta win because that's gonna be a lit episode. So yeah. But yeah, we out. Peace. Love yourselves, treat yourselves good, and treat others good. And we out.
All right, peace.